What is going on, everybody? Tyler Adolfo here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video, we are going to talk about working at Dollar Tree, pros, cons, benefits, degenerates. We're not talking staff, we're talking customers, okay? Thank you, Dollar Tree. But maybe we're talking staff too. Um, Overall, as a company, Dollar Tree, I don't like the description as an excellent entry point or like a high school job because it's actually not. You actually need to be 18 years old in order to be staffed at Dollar Tree to begin with. At least that's what the policy was for where I live. It could vary state to state. I doubt it though. I think it's more of a corporate policy, and it's I don't know if it's necessarily a wise one. I think there's a lot of misconceptions about the work ethics of younger people, and in particular, it has a lot to do with the taboo of just, oh well, can you trust that one? That one's only 17. Can you trust them to show up on work on time? And the answer is generally yes. It's usually your middle-aged 30, 40-year-olds who call out without notice to begin with. Figure millennials, greatest generation ever, right? Um, no, with Dollar Tree, almost certainly wherever you start, it's going to be a minimum wage position. That may be slightly different with COVID, so correct me if I'm wrong. And in some areas, that's a very, very low amount, but it's um, an easy, laid back job. I worked at Dollar Tree as a cashier from from May 2016 to March of 2017. And I worked register, I stocked, I did like inventory, refilling the impulse aisles. Sometimes I'd go help the stockers with their aisles, making building displays. All very easy stuff to do, pulling drinks forward. But the best part of it is that you're interacting with people all day, but it's not like in a way where it's aggravating. Sometimes you would have customers come in who are just clearly in an extremely bad mood, and they will take it out on you. But you have to also, just take a step back and remember that at the end of the day, all that matters is that you're still getting paid regardless of how exceptional your service is or how bad it is, and that you have no idea what these people went through. They clearly don't care what you're going through or are doing. But my point is that from the beginning, the culture there was very good. I would rate the culture at the Dollar Tree I worked at as a 10 out of 10. My manager, Terrence, was always in excellent communication with everyone under him, including myself. He was always getting calls with corporate like district offices as well, so there's like a smooth line of communication. It's not like multiple degrees of separation. The person he spoke to was like the big, district regional manager of all the stores, and so that speaks a lot to the culture as far as how they treat and value their staff. It's a great opportunity to advance up. The perks is that it's a part-time job, but it's super easy to pick up shifts. That's what I found in my experience working at Dollar Tree, is that there are callouts literally all of the time. So if you were in need of an extra 10 hours in a week, in addition to the 15 you were scheduled for, then you could easily pick those up. Um, I would suggest it as a job for someone who's, I don't know, maybe you're just coming out of, everyone's very depressed right now with COVID. It's an excellent job to get to step away from, being inside, especially for those who've been out of work, it's like a first step up job, a wellness job. But that's the thing is that you might do so well, they might offer you a position to become an assistant manager or store manager in training. Myself at 19 was being offered a store manager in training position. They wanted me to be an assistant manager. The store manager there disagreed with corporate and wanted me to just go straight up to store manager in training, but I couldn't do so because I didn't have a license. I was young, I was broke, and I worked at Dollar Tree. It didn't make didn't make a lot of money. That was only my own fault. I could have gotten another job to go with it, but overall, culture, 10 out of 10. Pay, it's competitive with what other people pay, so I would say market-wise, 8 out of 10 for what other retail stores are doing. The exception is right now is that like companies like Walmart, they're actually so desperate for employees that they're going up and up and up in price. I'm sorry, they're going up and up in the amount they pay employees to try to attract labor because they're just desperate for it. They're getting so beat by Amazon, these other companies. which don't affect Dollar Tree as much, which has a lot of its own suppliers and so forth. Opportunities for advancement, 10 out of 10 without question. If you go on their website too, you can actually see there you have opportunities for corporate advertise right there. They're a company that hires from within. You don't need a college degree to hold most positions in the company. If you're hardworking enough and smart, they're the type of culture that would elevate you regardless. Interestingly, I actually left Dollar Tree after about, so what was it, March to, sorry, it keeps saying March 1st, May to March. So I don't know what that'd be, about like 10 months or so, I don't know. But in my case, I was just getting ready to go back to school, preparing to go back to school, and that was that. I could still get rehired back at any time. Simple, easy. And I actually do miss that job a lot. It was a great job. I would work there again if there was a time where it made sense to. Right now, my focus is just with online school. I have enough to worry about with that. But thank you all for watching. If you have any specific questions or tips that you would like me to give, if you're working at Dollar Tree for the first time, if you're interviewing there, I could give you a lot more information about what it's like to help prepare you. I'm an expert at negotiation, just to let you know. I'm happy to help in whatever way that I can. But thank you so much for watching. It's Tyler Adolfo. Hope you all have a beautiful day.